Listen, the main thing I want this podcast to be about, okay, is about us being friends, all right, and we fucking love guns.
We have a special guest on. Dimitri, why don't you talk about how you met him, and then Kawan, if you want to go into your whole thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I met him on TikTok. Liked his videos. He liked my videos. Started following each other, and it's been like a year or something like that. Yeah,
It's been a minute.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I know. And I just found out his real name today, just like with H.
Yeah.
We had
still call
another
him H.
guy. Yeah. His name's Henry.
7.62 by 39.
Yeah. His name's Henry. We had him on the podcast, except we jacked up the microphone levels, and it just turned out to be trash.
Yeah, and that we won't talk about that.
Yeah. But Kwan, tell us what you do, and tell us what you're into.
So I am a ex-Democrat who became a Republican kind of during college. Around the time I got my first gun, I think after I shot my first gun, I was like, "Yep, I can no longer be a lib. I can't do it anymore. This is fantastic. This is too much fun. This is a blast." Won me over immediately. But then I started doing content. I started making videos on TikTok. I go by the Political Warfield on TikTok and Instagram. And and more recently, I've started my own company where I make firearm products. I 3D print them myself and kind of go from there. Yeah, I just love politics and I love firearms.
What's your company's name?
Warfield Arms.
Warfield Arms.
That's the name of the of your what's your TikTok name? I'll pull it up on the live stream so people can see it.
It's the Political Warfield.
The Political Warfield? Or?
Yep, the Political Warfield. Yep. It used to be the Black Conservative, but I was like, you know what? That joke has run its course. I think it's time to change it. Enough people were not getting that joke. They go, "Oh, so you hate identity politics? Yeah, your name is this." I'm like, "Yes, that's the point. That's a joke." Over their heads, I guess. It's whatever.
Yeah. Well, when anybody sees a black conservative, it's already an issue, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
People think it's like a unicorn, man.
Right?
Like, oh my gosh, Daddy, look!
Kwan, go. Just tell us about your products. Tell us anything about you. You can talk about music. You can talk about firearms. You can talk about yourself. Besides the fact that you used to be a lib, and then you shot a gun and became a man.
Hold on, what was the gun that you shot that made you change your mind?
I shot a Beretta 92S.
Ooh.
Actually have it right here with me. Actually, I still have the gun with me.
All right.
Yeah, it's an older gun. The 92S. I was training to become an officer in the military, and so we were doing the GAFB, which is like the German Army test, whatever. And so part of that was shooting, and so they put me into the booth with my other cadet people. And we were all put on vests and the goggles and everything. Go, hey, yeah, go shoot the gun for gold, silver, bronze, whatever, or fail. And at this point, I've never held a gun in my hand. I never shot a gun in my hand. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna say today I'm being tested. And so it took me like 20 minutes to shoot this gun 5 times. Everybody else was waiting for me to get done because they can't leave the range until I'm done shooting. So I'm sitting there sweating. I'm like freaking out, and I shoot 5 for 5 gold at 30 yards.
Wow!
Nice.
Hit a mass in the chest.
Beretta's changing lives one shot at a time.
One shot at a time, yeah. And then after I went home, I was geeked. I'm like, I'm buying my own gun.
Nice.
It's very addictive.
So expensive, so expensive too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Especially
were
with ammo prices.
Right.
True. Great thing about me having my own company now is that I actually do get a great deal on ammo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I use ammo for business, obviously, as a business expense.
Oh, okay, I got you.
all day.
All day business, guys.
It's a write-off.
It's a write-off business, tax-free, all on the yards, yeah.
Do you conceal carry?
I do both. I conceal and open carry.
Cool.
I live in Indiana, so we used to have a permit to conceal, but they changed that recently, so we are now you can open or conceal carry without license now.
What's
Okay.
your What's your favorite caliber?
Just like Texas.
Favorite caliber?
Yeah,
Favorite caliber, I will have to say is 9mm
nah.
because of capacity. I like
Capacity.
45. It's a big, slow round, but I think capacity wise, I rather have more shots on me.
Mhm.
And is
Fair,
that also
fair.
does that also do you like take into consideration the like the size of the handgun, the weight, that's just more comfortable for you, like a
Yeah, I
quick
think I
draw
like
or
this. Yeah, I like the sleekness of like a 45, like a very thin kind of gun.
Mhm.
It's way easier to kind of like conceal because it's a little thinner. But again, my hand isn't that small either, so I'm like have to keep a little tighter on those kind of guns. I'm just more comfortable with like a more full gun, and
Mhm.
9mm give me the ammo, give me the speed of the round, and I'm totally fine with storing that where I need to.
What What's your favorite concealed carry?
My favorite concealed carry, I would have to say is I actually have a Taurus
Or
G2C, just small, compact. I think it holds like more than like 10 rounds, so easy, small, compact, easy to hold. Plus, go somewhere.
what? Yeah. Would you say the quality of Tauruses went up since in the past?
I think it has, yes. I think we, I think a lot of people just don't like to talk about Taurus, like other kind of brands, like besides like Glock, whatever. But I think Taurus and like other brands have gone a long way as far as their
Yeah.
standard quality, and I think they shoot very well. I think they are consistent, and I'm totally fine with carrying those around all day.
Yeah.
Not
Like,
not 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 my favorite gun of all time. I do prefer Beretta. Berettas is just so sexy to me. I love a curvy exposed barrel gun personally,
but
but
Taurus made Berettas though. That you can see it in the influence of their, handguns. You know what I mean?
hmm
They had license to make Beretta. So
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think they went to Accokeek, Maryland. Well, some of them in Accokeek, Maryland, Beretta because of the army, right?
Mm.
So
and so
pretty cool stuff.
you
Yeah, very well.
you're a veteran, Kawan?
I am not a veteran. I actually could not fully enlist because I had a injury from a medical condition that I grew up with. So it's like, oh, this is kind of affecting your ability to like perform your tasks. So they said no.
Okay. And so when you said you were doing what was it called, the Gatsby?
The GAFB, yeah, is
The
a German army
GAFB.
test.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And so what was that? Like where you were working, you were a part. You got to be a part of the that training.
Yeah, so I was actually in training to become an officer, and like I had at this point,
Oh.
I was kind of going through, and I kind of skated past like any medical examinations. But I kind of as going forward, I kind of started getting injured more and more, and so like they looking more into me. They're like, okay, so yeah, you really can't keep doing all these marches and these rucks and kind of stuff.
Like OCS or like were you in academy or something?
Yeah, for the army, yeah,
ROTC.
RTC, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I was, in,
yeah.
I was in college at the time. I was RTC, and so I
Oh,
was getting
okay.
ready to enlist, and they're like, oh, actually,
Did you shoot the M16, M4?
yes,
Um, did
the M16 only.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure you fired M4s before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard about that they're switching the M6 or the M4 to the SIG, that SIG XM5 or something like that? Have you heard about that transition?
I did not hear about that actually.
Yeah, apparently they're switching to a new weapons platform for the military. We had a previous podcast where we spoke with another individual who served with my brother in South Korea, and he got a chance to try out this new weapons platform, and it's lighter, shorter barrel, better for movement,
Heavier round.
heavier.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
30 caliber round, right?
yeah. Tell them about the round.
What half poly? What is it like? It's half polymer, half aluminum, right?
Something like that. There's like three different kinds of material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And the velocities are crazy.
what was
The Not the velocities, the
277 Fury or something?
yeah, the
Yeah.
chamber pressures.
Yeah, it's called a .277 Fury. I'll pull up a picture. This topic comes up quite a bit when we're talking to people.
Yeah,
who
I think
are
I heard
into
something
weapons.
yeah, I think I heard this a little while back. Like Sig had won like a contract. I didn't look into it further, but yeah, they were looking to like a Sig had developed a gun that was going to be used by military, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they also designed a light machine gun too, right?
Well, the
Oh.
duty gun can get turned into it, right?
XM25, I think, something like that. Yeah, they did the new to replace the 249 Bravo. Yeah. So I have where is it? Here we go. Here's a picture. I'll share my screen real quick.
Wow.
One of these has aluminum brass.
That's the polymer ones right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they said they could still shoot the
Wait later.
brass rounds too.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
any doubts that they could.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's what they were
imagine getting hit
saying
with
the
that, man.
polymer ones. That's what they were saying with the polymer
Right
ones.
there.
That it'd be easier for like soldiers to carry more ammo because it'd be
Yep,
lighter.
way lighter.
And
Way
cheaper.
Yeah, and cheaper to put together. But they were also saying that it had to be the right, like the right temperature around because the
Mhm.
polymer ones, if it was too hot or too cold, would either expand or.
Like my
Track.
thing, you know, when you have plastic in the sun or, you know, plastic on certain cleaners, you know what I mean? It just,
Yeah.
yeah. But I guess it's maybe polymer like in a Glock, you know, because you can put like a Glock in the oven, you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know.
I'm not gonna do it with mine.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm just saying,
That was
well,
expensive.
the Glock polymer can withstand a lot of heat. Well, it has to, so yeah, it has to.
So by the way, Kawan also sells flamethrowers. How did you get into selling flamethrowers, bro?
So, when I was starting my company, I realized that the company needs money. So I'm like, okay, cool. I need to expand my inventory of products. So money is very important, apparently. And so I was talking to a couple suppliers, and I was talking to one, and I'll do my paperwork to get on the list for ammo and all that kind of stuff. And they go, hey, by the way, do you want our waiver to sell flamethrowers? I'm like, absolutely, take my money. Yeah, whatever you need. Take my blood. I don't care what you need. And
That's
so yeah,
pretty cool.
this supply just happened to have flamethrowers on hand. I'm like, I will absolutely sell those.
Do you have videos of
Okay.
this on your TikTok? Would that be
I have-
YouTube safe? I don't know.
It is YouTube safe. I have a video somewhere. I want to say it's on my Instagram.
We were kicked off.
Things, like, you know, the little canisters
I'm sorry.
for torches. Do they take like the little tanks that go on torches?
So yeah, there are. So some of them have either a tiny little tank you put on there, this little thing you screw on, whatever.
Yeah, like for a
Or they have
torch.
the backpack. So
Oh,
so there's a choice.
damn.
So you can go full backpack or go a little canister.
Yo said a
And,
backpack, man.
Yeah. They take gasoline, propane. They take
Yo.
all the fuels.
There's is there like systems that are like there's no backpack involved? It's just like its own unit that you
Yep.
sell.
So there's a handheld one. I sell a small one, the light version, and then I sell the larger one.
What's your the website? You have a website?
Warfieldarms.com.
Warfield.
Warfieldarms.com.
Okay, cool.
You can be like homeboy on Team Fortress
Yeah, and
with
I
the
live up.
backpack flamethrower.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, the pyro.
Yeah.
I live up here in Indiana, so it snows a lot. So I'm like, hey guys,
Yeah.
buy a flamethrower, go out in front of your lawn and start whooping up snow about ice up.
Bro.
Howdy, neighbor.
Pretty cool.
Or just flamethrowing your lawn.
Oh, that's tough, dude.
Yeah, you see him?
Yes. I see. I'll share the screen real quick, dude. That looks cool, man.
Yeah.
This XM42.
Yep, the small one and that big one over there
Bro.
in black.
That's pretty cool, man.
It's got like the I like it has on the helicopters,
Uh-huh.
and the aircrafts.
Yeah.
The shark.
I have in
looking
like orange, I have in green, I have the different colors.
thing.
You go up to the flamethrowers on top there, you can go look at all of them.
You remember that the
camo,
AR lower that was like that, Josh?
Dude, the the lower for the magazine, the receiver thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they they look cool though,
I
man.
know,
Yeah.
man.
Right? I want one.
Right?
For real.
Start a bonfire. Hold on a second.
I don't
exactly,
think
guys.
I
I got this.
don't think I'd have a
Barbecue
problem buying
midnight,
it in
guys.
Texas.
I think it's only illegal. I want to say it's Maryland.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have a warning on there, but yeah, I believe Maryland is where it's like, illegal.
Yeah, we me and Rob live in Maryland.
The communist state.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, banned in Maryland and requires the private take license in California.
So we just chip on the
So-
jar. Like I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
So
right.
We
let me
should
get
be
this
talking
straight.
about this.
Let me get this
I'll
straight.
cut it.
Somebody in California could get a license and buy this, but
Yep,
no, not in Maryland.
not Maryland.
Wow.
The silver and the
forest
green
fires-
was not cool.
Super sick. Yeah, the forest fire capital of the world apparently will let you buy one of these, but not Maryland.
Yeah, sure. You could buy a flamethrower, start a little bonfire in the backyard.
We got the-
Yeah,
the
Maryland,
quick
no.
coat.
Dude, this looks awesome, man.
I want to find out why in Maryland they're like no flamethrowers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what was their logic? I mean, it is a flamethrower, but I'm just
It's the same logic behind the assault weapons ban.
yeah.
I guess like the governor was like one time like attacked by a guy with like a lighter and like a can of hairspray. He's like, nope, we're done here, guys.
No
Ooh,
flamethrowers.
Larry.
These ghost flamethrowers, and they need you to stop.
Yeah, the ghost
The ghost flamethrowers.
flamethrowers.
Yeah, they
Can't even
banned
have
those
out-the-front
here
knives
in Maryland.
or switchblades.
Yeah.
Oh, that law
Shameful.
took effect?
Huh?
Yeah.
the
So
ghost
it
gun
took
ban?
effect last year. The P80s last year they couldn't sell them to Maryland anymore. And then by June of this year, you have to get them serialized or turn them in.
They can't make you do that.
I mean, I don't have any, so I ain't got to
Yeah,
worry
me
about
I
that.
know, right?
Yeah.
Me neither.
So I ain't got to worry about
I thought this
nothing,
was America. I didn't think it was a communist. Like we all know it's communist. Like, let's be real here. we
Just a little bit.
we right under California, you know, on a communist rating.
There's got to be somewhere worse. Connecticut.
Well,
What hell?
Connecticut's-
Like Connecticut, Jersey,
Yeah,
man,
New
because you
Jersey.
can't have Hollow Point.
Yeah. You can't even have a collapsible stock on your rifle. It's too
Like
dangerous.
what? You need that easy to maneuver through shit?
yeah,
No,
right.
no, not at all.
What? You want a pistol brace? Oh my gosh, no.
Right?
You take the pistol brace off, now it's legal.
Now it's
Right.
fine. That's okay.
You can't be trusted with a pistol brace because you might shoulder it. God forbid you look cool while making a gun video. It's like,
Right?
Yeah, that's like virtually impossible on TikTok.
Right.
That's why I haven't been. I'm on my last strike on there.
yo,
Dude,
like I always
my-
tell y'all, the most important part in the gun community is looking cool.
yep.
Dang, I forgot to bring my AR out.
Right?
Yeah, like, oh, geez.
Start flashing it around.
Heck yeah. I was huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Uh,
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Sorry to
you.
interrupt. Sorry.
The
I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I was using what was it, Omegle or something like that, or Chat Roulette,
Yep.
or one of those random chat websites, and I was flashing my AR, and I ended up getting banned for like a month, and I kept telling everybody, hey, it's a BB gun. They still banned
You
me.
can jerk off on that. Show an AR.
Oh, guys. One time I showed the spring of a pistol, just the spring of a pistol, and TikTok was like, oh, that's a gun part, banned. I'm like, oh my gosh, how'd you
Bro.
guys even know?
It's for a large pen.
So like,
Yeah.
guys, for an extra large pen I got in Vegas.
Right? Damn, dude. Yeah, and it's funny too because even with the 2A brothers TikTok, even saying like, "Hey, it's a BB gun" and stuff like that, you still get striked.
Like
the channel.
It
gets
don't matter
banned.
anymore.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird is that I see plenty of videos on TikTok where people have guns, but TikTok does not care about those people. I don't know why.
Because they haven't. They're not on the warning thing.
Cause we can't
down the
show our
list.
guns,
Yeah.
but a thick ass woman can
account
walk
has a
around in a
warning.
bikini and it'd be cool.
My wife sent me went on my TikTok and it said, and there was a pop-up that said this person is known for creating very sensitive, offensive videos. I was like, what the heck?
That means we're telling the truth. That's a good thing.
No,
Well, those other channels, you know, they may or may not start their videos off with their pronouns and what they're wearing.
I tried that. I still got banned. I still got my video taken down.
No, really?
See, I'm Kwan. This here identifies as a candle. This is my candle I'm holding. This is my candle.
Yes.
Don't light it.
Yeah, I made a video with with a bunch of ammo, and I was like, I love candles, and I don't want to share. It got like 150,000 views, and then they took it down. My Christmas video, I made a video like I bamboozled my wife and bought a firearm under her nose, and I was like, ha, ha, ha. Got 50,000 views, and then they took it down.
You backstabbed her on a gun.
It's all an act. You can't believe what's on the internet.
Nope.
Yes, you can. The internet has never lied to me, man.
Sometimes tells the truth. Like the earth is flat.
If you get banned, you're telling the truth, man. Remember that.
I personally really trust Mark Zuckerberg to tell me the truth on Facebook. 100%.
100%.
Why would he lie to me? I'm a customer.
No, did you guys hear about did you guys hear about the lab leak theory?
Yeah.
That's not a theory anymore?
Yeah.
Nah, it was a 10-4 hat thing at first.
Exactly.
We can't
And
be
then
talking
watch
about
this. Yeah, exactly. We had a video. What was it taken down for? Masculinity, politics,
It was,
vaccine.
no. That was the title of the video. It was taken down for YouTube's medical misinformation policy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was
And
literally
we were
what's on the
talking about
CDC.
being men.
Yeah, we talked
You know,
about
you can't.
the vaccines, and
Yeah.
they took our video down.
They're really great. They are really great. I have 6 booster shots. I got COVID and I was completely fine
Yeah.
Shit, I
because
got
of the
12
vaccines.
I'm actually sitting here right now with an IV in my arm, just full of vaccine.
Right.
All 3 actually, in boosters.
You can never be too safe, man.
Yeah. I'm actually in a bubble. Actually, I have a plastic bubble around me right now, so I
Bubble
don't
boy.
get caught by the COVID. COVID out here like stabbing folks, getting you in car accidents, giving you cancer. COVID's dangerous, guys. It's the number 1 killer.
But yeah, and so we literally just talked about like some vaccines and just
They're great.
whatever, yeah, how great they are, and they took us offline. So
Everybody get vaccinated.
yeah,
Get
so
the
Listen
little-
to Dr. Fauci. He is our new president.
yeah, apparently
And get the
yeah.
little banner over your profile picture. Let's get vaccinated.
Oh, yeah,
I got
yeah.
mine. Yeah, I think you have to show your COVID passport for that. in
Yeah,
order for
make
you
sure
to
that you get your
Really?
COVID, LGBTQ plus, Black Lives Matter, Ukraine card. That way, we know that you are an ally.
Yes.
And you might as well learn Chinese while you're at it.
Yeah, while you're at it. I just love Chinese balloons. Chinese balloons are my favorite. You know.
Yeah, you know, last week 2 weeks ago it's UFOs. The week after that it's train derailments. You know, who knows what it's going to be next week? So
Exactly.
there's always
Listen,
something that's like
How many trains got
hyper-focused.
derailed? How many? It was like 3 or
3?
4.
Yeah, 4, yeah.
Yeah, let me pull up some videos.
One was in Ohio.
Yeah,
I
that was
know
the one with,
that.
like the chemical.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait, who is in charge of transportation? Is it Pete Buttigieg?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Isn't he our director for that?
Yep.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Where's the EPA, man?
And you know he
They
had
harassing some farmers somewhere.
he had mentioned something about the train derailments being like way more frequent than they actually are. And everybody
And
was
now-
just pissed at him. Like, you can't be saying stuff like that. These train derailments are like 1 in a million. But he was just like, no, they happen. Like, there's like,
Censor him.
yeah, exactly. They were just like, bro, you can't be saying stuff like that. We gotta
cut
cut your airtime. You know what I mean?
Like, yo, you need to chill with the truth out here, man. It's
Chill out
hard
the
to
truth
a
here.
lot of these people.
Before you wake up suicidal, as depressed.
Yeah. It's like, why does our attention have to be on trains derailing right now, or like semis being hit on train tracks? Like, what's happening? What's happening in the background that we should
Right.
not be focused on? But yeah, there was some sort of oil or not oil, but like chemical spill, and it like infected the water supply or something in Ohio.
Yeah, they said they killed.
Yep, really badly.
They showed this man that was at a stream, and he moved the stuff around, and you just see like the chemicals come up.
Dioxins.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna leave again, Josh.
Nah. Yeah, there was just this,
And yeah, like I think this is one problem about this is that people are so mad is because we have this going on here, and the government's busy spending trillions of dollars in Ukraine.
Yo,
Like
I thought
actually,
we were at 100 billion.
whatever it was, a billion. At this point, money's not real. Okay, it doesn't really matter what number it is. It's not real
Yeah, it
anymore.
doesn't.
one quadrillion dollars to the Dr. Evil smirk.
you know who they should have sent to talk about this? That black lady that be talking for Biden. What's her name?
Oh, Kareem Jean-Pierre.
yeah.
No, I guess the black lady.
Yeah. She's
Mr.
the spokesperson.
She would have lied her way out there, but
Press
even
secretary.
Jen Psaki couldn't lie her way out of certain
It's like,
stuff.
well, you see, these trains are not actually trains. These are
Right.
a new species.
Jen Psaki couldn't handle it before, man.
Actually, these are Trump-owned trains. Trump owns these trains. Actually, fun fact.
It's all his fault.
Right.
all his fault.
What's
Right.
It's all his
Nah,
fault.
they should get Lori Lightfoot. She should be the
Miss
spokeswoman.
ex-mayor.
Right.
She
Yes.
lost the election.
Right, she did.
Did she?
Yeah.
She just lost. Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God.
That
Yeah.
Batman villain just lost. Yeah.
The Batman villain, yeah.
They
They,
call her.
they had pictures of her and Beetlejuice and also the new
Beetlejuice.
penguin. Yeah.
Yep.
And the new penguin, that was funny.
Yo.
I saw her as Captain Disinfectant. She wore a little costume for COVID.
Alright, now we go ahead and come you. Like, I understand why they can't, blame like a mayor, but they blame a gun. You know what I mean? For failed crime policies or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's the guns.
You can't have the one of the most dangerous cities in the entire country and be like, you know what, our problem is guns. I'm like, I think you have bigger problems than that. I feel like that's clearly not the solution to your issue you're having so far.
What do you think the solution would be, Kwan?
I think it is threefold. I think it's police, Second Amendment, and family.
Yeah.
I think mental health too.
Family health community, like, churches, that kind of stuff, like, actually going into communities and actually saying, hey, there's more to be done instead of sulking and taking money from the government.
Right.
Jeez.
Oh,
There's
wow.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, look at that one, the hat on.
She looks bad in that one.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And she's a lesbian with a white woman wife.
Yeah, you remember she said she wasn't taking interviews from white people?
Oh yeah, that's right. She did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would not accept questions from white reporters and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. No white. She said she will not let any white people interview her.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I wonder what was her wife saying. You're doing a good job.
Nothing.
baby.
She couldn't get interviewed.
right. And then now
In
she
the
won't
back of
be-
the corner.
She won't be interviewed anymore. Hopefully.
You shut your mouth.
I could not see like how you could sit by, like with all the crime happening in Chicago, the riots and just everything happening and just letting it happen. Why? How could you sleep peacefully at night, knowing this is happening under your watch?
Shane
It's called
around.
a bet of money.
Knowing
It's called
you-
like millions of dollars.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that's true. The
I mean,
the Illuminati is pulling at the strings.
Exactly.
Money can change you, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, besides the money angle, of course, I think that's a really big part of like being a politician is like all the cash you can get in your pockets. I think some of the people genuinely believe in their heart of hearts that if they keep pushing their agenda, if they keep trying to take control over people's lives and they keep digging their heels in, that eventually things get better. And just like, no, it's just growing pains, and it's just so wrong. It's crazy to me how delusional these people are.
Yeah.
People are really sensitive nowadays too. Like I have a older gentleman I work with, and I mean he flies off at the mouth. I love working with those kinds of people because you don't get that much anymore from people. Everyone's like scared to say things. I mean, he just flies off at the mouth. I'm sitting there laughing. There's coworkers around me like, "Oh my God, how did you say that?" It's like it's funny. Laugh. You didn't think it was funny? I thought it was funny. Just laugh, dude. Let it
Not
go.
allowed to be funny nowadays, man.
Nah, man, you got to
Yeah, just-
retire to your safe space.
Exactly.
Well, that's why there hasn't been a good comedy out, like a good comedy movie out in forever.
Yeah.
yeah,
In
because
forever.
what was it? It was Jonah Hill and Nia Long. Who was it? What was the movie? It was like white people, something like that.
No,
What
it
was
was
it?
you people.
You people.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I was excited. Like, I love Jonah Hill. I love Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is one of the best comics of all time, in my personal opinion. It was just so bad. It was just so terrible.
Yeah.
Like, to watch Eddie Murphy do like his old like stand up, where like talking about like Mr. T raping a guy to this movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
just weird, and he was so unlikable and just not funny.
You know what I was talking about with the person I was working with the other day, the Tropic Thunder movie, man, and how funny it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
And and how people, people saying it was wrong and this and that for Robert Downey Jr. I'm like, that movie was mad funny, man.
Killed it.
Yeah.
What do you mean, you people? What do you
Yeah.
mean, you people?
What do you mean?
The best part is when he took out his contacts and he
That's
had
what
bright
I'm
blue
like,
eyes.
bright blue eyes.
And then Jack Black with the bat.
Right.
Remember when he stole his drugs? And he
Right.
finally caught it. He's like, "Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. You got to die in peace. You must have been so happy." Then they tied him up to the tree.
Yeah. He was like, I created the balls and catch the gravy.
Yeah. But yeah, they're
Yo.
trying to cancel that movie. They're trying to take it off of like all streams.
Why?
back-
It's
back
mad
to
funny,
you people.
man.
No, so back to the movie, you people. All right, I don't
Yeah.
mean like you
You people.
Yeah,
You people.
yeah, the movie. I watched it, and
I watched it too.
it was actually like I loved how racist it was.
Yes, I do. That was gonna good part.
It just like it got to the point that it just wasn't funny anymore. Like in the beginning, it had potential. And then eventually, as it moved on, like when he took him to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles for
Yep.
dinner.
Yep.
Spoiler alert if nobody watched it, but
I didn't see that.
that was hilarious. And they're like looking around, and so you just take all your friends to Roscoe Chicken and Waffles in the hood.
Absolutely. Yeah, dog, yeah, man. Yeah, dog, like Jonah Hill's not a B, whatever. And like the thing is, they made this movie like a while back. They did it with Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher. A young black lady. She's engaged to a white guy, and she bring him over to his house, and that was actually really funny. That was really good.
Was hilarious.
They leaned into it, and they're like, "Oh yeah."
That was
And
Guess
this one,
Who.
it just
Yeah, guess who?
guess who? Yeah, that's what it was.
Guess Who.
Yep.
That movie was
Phenomenal.
hilarious.
That's the
yeah.
story
but this
of
one-
Kristen and Ben.
Yeah.
Man, this one, whenever they had a situation where it would have been funny to play into that like white and like black kind of dichotomy, pick fun of both sides. They just take it way too seriously.
Mm-hmm. Like at the end, it just got so serious, and it ends with an apology,
Yeah, just kind of.
and then they have like a wedding, and apparently like Nunu, what's her real name?
I don't know.
The main character,
Yeah, I heard her name.
yeah, Nunu from ATL. I don't know her real name, but huh?
Lauren London.
Lauren
Oh
London.
yeah,
London.
Lauren London.
Yeah, that's her name.
Damn, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well.
Yeah.
Then Nunu.
Got you all tossed, got you out of sorts.
Yeah, it was way too racist.
And like the mom character was trying her like the comedy of the mother was that she was trying really hard to not be racist, and in doing so she was super racist all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the comedy there. But like no, the dot like no, what's her name? Well, like Miss London, she just kept berating this moment like, oh, you were off a person for trying to be nice to me. It's like this is terrible. It's not good.
No, the bachelorette party when she
Oh, yeah.
snatched her wig off. What
I'm
is
so
that?
sorry. What is that? I spent the last 2 days researching about weaves, and I've been learning about that kind of. So that was good.
Have you ever seen Good Hair by Chris Rock? This is part of the movie.
Yep.
But it was just that those were like the funny moments. But like yeah, in the end it just got way too serious. And then Eddie Murphy. So apparently Eddie Murphy's like actually like ashamed of his old stand up. That's what I heard.
Why?
That's what I because it
If
was
people
funny.
try to make him apologize like Kevin Hart.
Because he doesn't want to stop getting paid.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, but
The thing about it is, I know Eddie Murphy does not need the money. I know for a fact that he does not need the money. I know for a fact that he can retire as a comedy legend and be okay. No one can cancel him because he has nothing to lose.
Mhm.
But he's doing it anyways. He's falling to the pit anyways.
He already made his mark, right?
Yeah, he did his thing. He's an old man now. He has money. He can retire. He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a multi. Yeah, I'm not sure how much he's worth, but I'm pretty sure it was hundreds of millions. He's like
and like he did a movie. I think it was like 2018, 2019. It was like Dolomite. Even that was like more akin to his old stuff.
200 according to Google.
Yeah,
200
did you think that Dolomite movie was good?
I thought it was good. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. Yeah.
It was really funny. Like old school kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, $200 million just kind of his net worth of his like net worth. He's fine. He's chilling.
Yeah.
He's worth 200 million?
That's according to Google.
Google.
Yeah.
He will. His family will be making money off of him after he's dead.
If he's dead, he has royalties off
Like
stuff.
he had generational wealth. You know what I mean?
He's fine. Yeah, he's absolutely set. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently his movies alone have grossed $7 billion.
I bet.
So
I just don't know. It just people feel the need to apologize to this woke left mob, and I don't understand how they don't see how that does not work. How they just like consume you anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you apologize, they see you as weak.
Yeah, he's weak. Like, oh yeah, he's weak enough to take our lashings. So let's see, gobble them all up.
Right.
I just don't like
So
the.
just stand your ground. Either way, it ain't gonna anger. Just stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
Exactly.
Right?
I just don't
That's
like
what Dave Chappelle
the
did.
tiptoeing, the tiptoeing on eggshells around all this group of people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be ousted. You know, and you'll see people. Some of it'll destroy them. You know, they get canceled and then they just fall off the deep end. Some of them, they take it as a, you know, and they just fly with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the best thing that ever happened to them. And they
That's what happened with
become
Joe Rogan.
twice as successful. After
Exactly.
being
And
canceled.
people realize people are starved for that kind of content again. More than half America wants to see that kind of comedy, that kind of entertainment, that kind of stuff again. But we're all, they're all quiet because, the left is pushing all this stuff over them and screaming louder than us.
Yeah.
And people understand, hey,
You only can, if you get past the first canceling, you good. You know what I mean?
You're uncancelable.
Right?
yeah, that's simple. And the
How
thing
many
is,
people got canceled twice?
yeah, and you don't realize this. You don't need these networks and all these different, the Grammys, the Emmys, to people to kind of support you. You don't need that at all. The fans will support you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
They need to start having the canceled awards. You know what I mean?
Right.
Start wearing them as a badge of courage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I made a video because T.I., I don't know whose podcast he was, but he had a gun
let me pull that
legislative
up.
lady.
Yeah.
And he was basically like trying to race bait. He's a felon, obviously, so he can't get a firearm. But he was like trying to race bait, yeah, legally, because he had a whole bunch illegally and got caught.
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. Shitload.
Yeah, and he was saying like basically because the color of his skin, if he goes into a gun store, that he wouldn't be able to buy anything. And
Even
then Charlemagne told him, was like, well, you're a felon. He's like,
Whatever.
yeah, nah, it's because I'm a little tanner than everybody else.
Yeah, like motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Look at you funny.
if people just absolutely lie about it, I don't know why. It's the weirdest stuff too.
Yeah.
Like
like-
if you see somebody looking stupid, you know, if you go in a gun store, you can tell people from gun owners from somebody that's you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I guarantee you, even the most like hateful person wants to sell you sell you products.
Right?
Money over
That's-
everything usually. Money over everything usually.
So the only thing they wanted me to do was buy the most expensive shit in there.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like, oh, I don't care how
It
much you
never
hate somebody.
fails.
Like,
Don't do it.
I feel like you
Not
have
legally
the most
anyway.
racist business owner ever, but they will still sell to you because they want that money.
Right? Hey, look, this came out at $3,000.
Literally
I think you should get it.
I should get it.
Right?
smart young man.
Sure, I got $3,000.
Right? That's what
Sell
I
it to me.
experienced at gun stores. I don't know about anyone else.
This podcast.
Too far.
I remember going my first time to a gun store. I went to this like the small like shop with like two guys, like kind of down south, kind of out of the way. And I walk in there and these guys like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I'm like, I want to buy a gun. He goes, "Okay, what kind of gun?" I'm like, "I'm not sure yet. It's the first time." He goes, "Okay." And I'm like, "Do you have any distance?" He goes, "No." I'm like, "Fine, give me that one." He goes, "Okay, here you go." Sold it to me. I left. That was it. It was really awkward. He's kind of like, "You idiot! What are you doing my shop for?" But he sold it to me anyway.
Here, take this.
And I'm like, I'm gonna gun. He goes, "What kind of gun?" I'm like, "I don't know." He goes, "Take this one."
The HK.
He'll kill a man. There you go.
Do you guys have a waiting period in Indiana?
Nope. I want to say if you buy like more than 5 guns at a time, there's a waiting period there of like a couple days. But usually,
Oh, okay.
I think for me it takes like 20 minutes to buy a gun.
What about a handgun?
Handgun, 20 minutes. Same.
Damn.
Yep.
Here,
We gotta wait a week.
A week?
Yeah.
A week?
And then
Yeah,
you gotta
to get
pay
our
$10.
Jeez, a week. Ugh.
Yeah.
So you have to go on the Maryland State
Cool down
Police,
period.
all right, and then pay $10 to fill out an application. Then you
Oh,
go
that's
to-
the H2O.
yeah.
There's a
Then yeah, there's a fee, and then
They can tax
send
it
you an
right.
email. They send you an email with a PIN number. Then you go to the firearms dealer, and then they charge you $10. And then you pay for. You could either pay for half or full price. Before or before they even know you're legible. By the way, like
Oh my gosh.
you say I want this, and they're like okay, and then you pay, and then if your background check doesn't check out, like you get 50% back.
Oh my gosh.
Tell them about the
Oh, wow.
Grand Curry, Dimitri.
So
Huh?
here in Indiana, you need to be 18 to buy a long gun or shotgun, and then you need to be 21 to buy a handgun. And then so all you gotta do is walk to your Walmart. You at a counter, you pick your gun out, you give them your ID, you fill out the background check real quick, and then you buy it and leave as long that clears it in the next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's
And
how it
it's-
is here in Texas. I was in and out in 20, 25 minutes.
Communist.
Yeah, what-
It's pro-criminal.
When I went to go buy my AR, remember Rob? We were there for like 4 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, this is the third.
Yeah,
What do you say?
they,
Doing a gun show, but he was like, and he called back like 2 or 3 times for you. Remember?
yeah.
Do
So
you have
they-
to register them?
yeah,
Well,
Okay, we don't have to do that here. You just buy it, it's whatever.
like the only ones we used to have to register is the ones that didn't have the heavy barrel, the cutouts for the grenade launcher. They were federally regulated, but you could get a heavy barrel and just get it as a rifle. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But here for the cutouts, with the on the barrel for the rocket launcher, that was treated as a pistol.
now you can't even buy.
You know,
it.
they're not as dangerous as a heavy barrel one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Is there
And-
like
I'm sorry.
do you have to like do a whole thing to sell them to somebody else, or like can you just sell them to whoever?
Well, I don't think now the ones with the barrels you can't even sell in Maryland or Bushmaster ARs. You know, because Bushmaster as a brand is banned in Maryland.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Here in Indiana, you can give your gun to anybody who you reasonably believe is not a criminal.
Really?
Yeah, here you have to go to a firearms dealer,
Yeah.
pay money, and then they transfer it.
You can't gift
Oh.
anybody a gun either.
Nope.
Yeah.
Here in Indiana, you can gift your kid a gun. It doesn't matter. Before I was old enough to buy a pistol, my parents gifted me a pistol. They gave it to me. And again, like we don't have to register them here in Indiana, so you just it's like not in anyone's name particularly, so you just give it whoever you want.
That's how it should
Super
be.
convenient. Super convenient. Just hand it over.
That's why I'm moving to Texas in 4 years.
There you go.
I'm never gonna be cold again,
There we go.
unless
Right.
there's like a freak snowstorm.
You might get cold every once in a while.
Yeah,
I tell you what,
you might
man.
have no power and get cold, but yeah.
Yeah, once the
Because the
windmills
windmills.
shut down.
Windmills are down.
I'm telling you, once you get used to the temperature, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, you're gonna be putting on hoodies and parkas. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, I can't wait for that, man.
Yeah.
I'm originally from up north near Michigan, so I'm used to the cold, and I just don't like the heat like that.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
personally,
born in Maryland. Obviously,
Okay.
the flag. But yeah, and I moved here in 2019, and it's such a crazy culture shock going from Maryland to Texas. But yeah, you'll see people just walking around with guns all the time.
What was the biggest culture shock? Like with the people. I'm not talking about guns. I'm not how people act in Texas
Well,
compared to Maryland.
people are like way more friendly. They are. I mean, the driving still sucks, but the drive anywhere you go, the driving's gonna be bad. But the people are like 5 times as friendly. They're like, I mean, you'll see like. You probably couldn't go a day without seeing somebody open carrying. Probably twice as much concealed carrying ever since that the law passed. And I don't know, just like the whole culture around like family is like so big down here. The Hispanic population is huge here in San Antonio, so it's like,
Right?
huh?
They're thick.
Yes, the women are thick down here. That too. I mean, there was a lot of Hispanic people where we were too, but I mean, we're like 3 hours from the border, so it's like it's a huge population of them here. This is like usually the first stop when those huge and it's probably still happening, but when those huge waves of people were coming in when Biden was first elected. San Antonio is like the first stop. The airport, airports that they're going to hit are here. So, yeah. And so a lot of people just took up roots here in San Antonio. And, the culture, it's just a big, like, Hispanic culture is mainly here. And on top of that, when the Afghanistan withdrawal was happening and, Russia invading Ukraine, a lot of the refugees came to San Antonio also. Tons of families took in Afghani refugees and Ukrainians. And so that population has increased over the past couple of years too. So so it's like a huge melting pot down here.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How's
it's
the
really
freaking food?
That's
cool.
what I was going to say, man.
It's like, bruh.
Tacos, bro. You will never find any tacos that are better than you will here in San
So you
Antonio.
eat real Spanish food until you went to Texas?
Bro, they're all over the place. I'm telling you, bro. The Spanish restaurants, the food trucks are all over the place. And like if you go downtown, you know what I'm saying? There's a restaurant, it's called Texas de Brazil. And it is one of the best restaurants. They just bring you just a ton of meat just all different cuts of beef and
Nothing
pork,
like big meat.
chicken, dude. It's just they just bring you meat. It's awesome, dude.
Meat.
It's like all you can eat. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
Dude, it's
It's
so
like
good.
Fogo de Chao, right?
Huh?
Like Fogo de Chao. Is it a Brazilian steakhouse?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that they're known. Like, I mean, in Maryland, we have Fogo de Chao here.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same thing. You have like a little card, and if it's green, they just start coming up to your table with, "Do you want this?" No, and then they leave.
Exactly.
If you do, they just cut it off. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Get the meat sweats.
You get every kind of cut too. Like you can ask for any type of cut. Huh?
Did anyone hear anything from Austin?
My phone, I have a set to like bed mode, so like I don't get notifications after 9 o'clock. So if he's calling me or texting me, it's not ringing.
He's not even logged into Zoom, so but it's all
Yeah.
good. He's probably busy, so
Yeah.
just keep him in your prayers and stuff. So
Yeah. New father.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least he stayed, you know. That's all that matters.
So, Kawan, you
Yeah.
recently asked your girlfriend to marry you, correct?
I did. I did.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Funny story about that is on the night I was planning on proposing, we were going out to dinner or whatever, right? Go hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And she pats me down at the door. Like just like full on like pats me down the door. I'm like, what are you looking for? She goes, nothing. Meanwhile, I have this ring like tucked away somewhere. She missed it. And so we're going to dinner and everything, and we're going and we'll hang out. And there's just this big light show in town. So we're over at the light show, and she's like texting her friends like we're together. And she's like, "Hey, I think he's going to propose to me." Meanwhile, I'm on one knee behind her like this.
Dude.
I'm like, "Can you for 1 second stop being so?" Just let me propose to you.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah, they have
awesome,
that
man.
key intuition, man. Because
Yeah,
like,
back her neck, she knew. She's like, okay.
yeah. My wife too. When I proposed to her, we went to Poconos. It's like out in the middle of nowhere. Got a cabin by the lake and stuff like that. And when I asked her, like, did you? Because I brought my AR with me, and I was like, yeah, I'm bringing it because I knew she wouldn't check in there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I'm bringing my AR with me just in case. But that's where I had the ring. And when I asked her, like, were you surprised? She was like, I was like 90% sure you were going to propose. I was like, no indication, by the way. No indication. It's like they have a sixth sense when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Or maybe they just think you're going to eventually propose at some point.
Right, at a special place.
Yeah.
That's and the thing with my fiance, I had set up a trip for us to go out to the Bahamas, right? So she thought that I was going to propose on the trip in the Bahamas. I'm like, cool, red herring. But then the day out, she's like, oh. She felt it. I don't know what's going on. She felt it in the air.
Yeah, me and my wife went to Mexico earlier the same year. And apparently she was telling all her friends, I think he's going to propose. And I didn't. Like, we had dinner on the beach. I was like, we definitely have to have dinner on the beach.
Yep.
Didn't propose.
Didn't propose. No, that's it.
Yeah.
My fiance, she wanted to make sure that she had her nails done for the proposal. So I kept trying to get her to get her nails done secretly, like oh, you go out with your friend and get your nails done, or like, oh, hey, you and your mom should go get your nails done. Hey, babe, here's $80, go get your nails done, whatever, right? She kept saying no. Every time I asked her to go get her nails done. I'm like, woman, I need you to take the hint, get your nails done so I can propose to you already.
Nails done.
Anyway, she never did, so I just proposed. I'm like, no, I'm not done. I'm done. She had a chance.
Yeah, they did.
That's another thing. They want their nails done. I guess for the
The photos.
So they can show the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Friends, and they were like, yeah, you know, Ross was like all bummed out because the wedding was canceled, but she was like, his sister was like, you know, you're dumb because the woman has been planning her engagement and her wedding, like the idea of it in her head since she was like, you know, 10 years old. You know what I mean? And so they have this like this big built up like they want everything's got to be perfect. So and I see no problem with that. You know what I mean? But what happens. Dude, it's so
my my wife, I lucked out. She didn't want a big wedding. We got married at the courthouse. My parents were there. Her parents were there.
Yeah.
She didn't want a big wedding. I was like, I'm down. Let's save the money and buy a house.
There you go.
I got lucky.
There you go. My fiance,
I'm sorry. Yeah, we got married right before COVID hit. Like we got married on the 6th of March, and then the following week they shut everything down. Everything down.
Dang.
plenty of load time then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my fiance is also kind of that way. She's not very into big, expensive things, so we aren't going full out. It'd be a small ceremony.
Yeah, man.
She's really, really nice. She did say that she wanted a flower wall. I'm like, oh, a flower wall, that'd be interesting. She goes, yeah, how much is it? And she goes, $800. I'm like, oh, babe, how about this? Because I love you, I will go out to a flower field right now and pick up all the flowers you need and build you a flower wall. How about that one instead?
Or you could start a flower business and just write it off.
Write it off.
Just
Hey,
one. I lost the money. I gave up on the business.
Gave up business, it didn't work out. Warford Arm that now sells flower walls. Oh, we're sold out.
And flamethrowers in case something goes bad.
Yo, you're pretty cool, man. I hope you join us many more times, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
You guys are great.
It's only been him, the pastor. So there's a pastor that I follow. His TikTok name is Savage and Holy.
Savage and
I don't know. Maybe it's Savage something. He used to be an MMA fighter.
Oh yeah.
But he's also a pastor, right? So his content is like training MMA. He's also private investigator.
Yeah.
Magnum PI.
So, yeah, exactly. And then he also is a pastor, so like his content is like very well versed. You know what I mean? He has training videos. He has him on the job, like trying to catch people doing stuff, trying to find people, and then he also has like prayers of the day, and he talks about the Bible. It's really cool. It was like very interesting to me. Yeah, man. Yeah, you, him, and the guy H are the only people that like from TikTok that have been like cool. Everybody, most of them it says user 5,000 numbers afterwards.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, yep.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah. That's who's reporting my content.
Yeah, I realize whenever you do social media, there are a lot of people you are friends with online who are not really your actual friends.
Mm-hmm.
Who don't want to talk to you, don't want to support you. They kind of just oh yeah, whatever. So yeah, it's very cool to meet people who actually talk to you, actually hang out with you, actually help you out, support you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all day, and it's awesome to get to talk to somebody. I don't know a ton of people who were former Democrats or
Right.
I mean, I don't know a handful
They seen the light.
yeah.
A moment of clarity.
Most of this stuff you just see on social media. There was a Facebook page. It had something to do with it was kind of like a play on words with Brexit, except it was with leaving the Democrat Party. And,
Brexit?
Huh?
No, sorry, continue.
It was something. It was like a play on Brexit, except it was like Democrats leaving that party and switching to becoming Republicans or conservatives or whatever, and they it was like a Facebook page filled with testimonials of these people who just said this is the day and the moment that I decided to turn my back on these kind of ideologies and
think rationally.
yeah. Well, and so of course that Facebook page was shut down. But,
of course.
Whenever you tell the truth, that's what happens.
Yeah, but that's just what we want to do. You know what I mean? Because even though the podcast is kind of small and people are inundated with just tons of different ideologies that our counterculture. As long as we can reach a good handful of people and spread like a good message and just talk, you know what I mean? Have open dialogue and just speak amongst each other instead of saying, oh, well, you think this way. I can't associate myself with you. I can't even talk with you. You know what I mean? That's not happening a whole lot. As soon as in between families, you know, families become separated because of politics, you know?
Which is
and, like,
ridiculous.
And
crazy.
in the church. Yeah.
And like that's kind of why I started doing politics online. As like after I became a Republican, whatever, conservative, I could have just did my own thing, my own life, whatever. But I decided to do it online because I didn't want to talk to people who agreed with me. I wanted to get reactions from people who didn't agree with me, and like talk to them online, and like message them through Facebook, TikTok, whatever, whatever it was, and actually have people say, "Hey, I know you from that thing online. I want to talk to you about that or whatever." And like have people in my family know that I am very proud of my views and not feel like I'm ashamed of myself. And so I had a lot of family members reach out to me like, "How dare you say that to me?" I said, "Like, how dare you have that that belief, that whatever." Oh, Quan, I thought I knew you. And I'm like, we're still family. It's okay, guys. I still love you guys. It's all right. You want to talk? You talk.
Yeah.
Quan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you think the best holster is? Inside the waistband and outside the waistband?
You mean brand?
Yeah, or type. Yeah, brand.
I could not give you a recommendation. I just kind of have some cheap little one I use for whenever because I prefer a shoulder holster. So this one is by Alien Gear.
Yeah.
I just put it on under my jacket or coat, whatever I'm wearing, and so I prefer this one. It just feels like, for me personally, I have a little bit of gut on me, so like anything on the waist kind of just hurts a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I got more than you.
It hurts a little bit, and and so I prefer shoulder carrying. So I really like this Alien Gear one. It's adjustable. It is elastic and it feels really great.
We should all go buy Warfield Arms holsters.
Absolutely, I do sell holsters.
I'm sharing your the shop online right now on the stream.
Yeah, so I have a couple
Warfield.
car holsters and then a couple waistband holsters.
Juan, that's when you say you should buy Warfield Arms holsters. They're the best.
Shameless plug.
I was
This
thinking, I was like,
right
oh,
here.
Yeah, cool on here.
I got the promo. I was talking to think about that. Like, it's good question.
Yeah, man. So we
Always
got
support yourself.
adjustable waist pistol holders, belt clip holsters, concealed gun bag, pistol pouch.
How about you pull it up, Josh? Share it with the people.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I have
sharing
a
it.
thigh holster in it.
Yep. I'm sharing it on the stream right now. They got
okay.
ladies thigh holsters. Here, I'll share it on.
We
the stream.
want to see it. There we go.
Different kinds.
Yeah, this one looks nice, man. I like this universal leg.
Is that thigh holster good for ladies with thick thighs?
It's adjustable, yeah. It's different measurements for it, yeah.
Cool.
The one on the top left of the page before this one, the belly holster, that one I highly recommend. I have it for myself and I have it for my fiance. Super easy to put on, super comfortable, super clean, and then you can put up higher or lower yourself depending on what's comfortable. It's super nice.
Oh wow, yeah.
You can do inside outside. You can change it up how you like it.
Four
Dude, this
size
is
stuff.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one for mine, and it's like
Oh.
everybody knows I'm carrying. The butt. I have a G43X, which is already tiny, right? And I'm like, I have this thing on me. I went to go pull out a bunch of money from my wife out of the ATM. I have this thing on me, and all I can see is the butt of this thing. Hey, I put it on my hip, you can see it. I put it like at 4 o'clock, you can see it. I pancreas it, you can see it. I was like, what the heck is going on? I even wore like a loose shirt, and
Yo.
you could just see the butt in every single place that I put that thing on. I was like, what like, is this holster just horrible?
Yo, I told you which one you need to make it a Scooby-Doo mystery.
Scooby-Doo mystery.
This dude said nice protection for a laptop. Like, what the heck?
So, in order for them to leave a comment, Kawan, do they have to buy one? Or
No,
they
you
could
can-
just get on there?
You can get on there and write down
Oh,
and
okay.
submit anything. Yeah, you can contact me directly through email. You can do what you want.
Ooh,
I was about to say he
ankle
bought it, so
carry.
it
Just a couple
That's
options.
a gold gun and shit.
right.
That's a one-hit kill on Goldeneye.
Right? That's like a
Golden.
phaser off stun, man.
the noisy cricket.
Right? Exactly.
Dude, that's lit.
Yep. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun doing all this, and like actually made the website myself, and yeah, it's all,
Same,
a lot of work.
same
Is that
laptop
pretty good?
comment.
Yeah, those are the general views probably then.
Nice protection for a laptop. What the
What
heck?
did the bottom one say?
Car holster.
Comments?
What were you saying?
Now in the comments, what was the one that was under that one? About to say it makes a nice
Oh, it's probably down here.
Yeah, it's the all down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
comments pop up
plenty
there.
big for my giant head, super thick hair.
Well, they got a head holster.
No, that was just a hat. I saw hats too. So I someone bought a hat.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like right now, I'm wearing my hat from my store and my shirt as well, my hoodie.
So where do you get your? I asked you a while back. What was the company that you told me to like? If we wanted to make merchandise, hats and hoodies and shirts.
I use
That's a G18 at the top.
Yep. The Family Ghost, I love that idea. That's really fun. I use Printful. They make it easy. Whenever someone orders a hat, whatever, it ships automatically from their app, from the warehouse, so I don't have to do anything.
Print. It was Printful.
Yeah, Printful. Yeah,
Oh
Printful.
shit, a fanny pack.
Yeah, and it's good for a laptop too.
For a laptop, yeah.
Let me. It was called Printful.
Yeah, Printful.
You know,
Yeah,
nowadays all the road gangsters carry fanny packs with bangers in them.
they made my hat. They made the shirt.
Dude, that's tough.
Do they make quality stuff? I'm guessing.
Yeah, like I've been wearing them. I've had this hoodie for I want to say like over 6 months, 8 months, and no problem with that at all. This hat, same thing. I have
Okay.
people buy it, friends people buy it, and yeah, I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, we need to start a merch line, fellas.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, I told you we could make it with bleach, Josh. Remember, I sent you that video about it.
With
Yeah.
bleach.
I remember that. We used to make T-shirts back in the day using bleach and stuff, and different kinds of like paint and stuff like that.
Yeah, fabric paint.
Yeah, fabric paint and all that. And you're
You weren't around at that point when I was doing that stuff.
I was.
I said Dimitri wasn't.
Oh, okay. What's your shirt say? Come on. Your hoodie.
My shirt. I'm saying, see this. It's a little better.
Like,
It says, "Life without risk isn't worth living."
That's
I
true.
made
Dude,
this
that's
back
awesome.
during the COVID time. We're like, there's a chance of getting COVID. To the risk factors. I'm like, guys, if you aren't willing to live your life with a little bit of risk, there really no point.
Right.
Don't get in a car.
If you don't take risks, you don't know what life's about.
Yeah, it's like I'll gladly risk COVID so that I can go to a steakhouse with some friends and family. I'll gladly hug my grandma, knowing that we might get sick, whatever. I rather be home for Christmas than like at home alone because I'm afraid of some disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
It's not as bad as the flu. It's like I'm playing.
No, it's the worst thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why
And
I
I
got
heard these
vaccinated.
Six boosters.
I'm
Six
playing.
boosters right here. And my COVID passport, it's stamped on the back because they ran out of how many you could have
yeah.
on mine. Yeah, because I think there was 3.
COVID kills 45 million orphans a year. Okay, it's serious business.
And yeah, I've
They kill
was that?
angels too. You know what I mean?
I've heard some other racially motivated statistics also.
That COVID kills black people more than white people. I heard that one.
I've heard that.
COVID is actually part of the Ku Klux Klan.
It's getting real now.
You must be more than 1/32 black, but otherwise, yeah.
Right.
132nd.
130 seconds.
That's the rule. That's the ruling. They figured
Right.
it out. CDC figured that out.
Well, shoot.
Hey, you know, Biden said if you ain't vote for him, you ain't black. So, Dimitri,
Yes,
you're not black. Y'all didn't
when I
even
heard-
say.
What if
I
I?
voted
When
for
I heard
him.
that, I'm like, wow. I checked I ran to my credit score, went up 300 points. It was crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I voted for him. I went in there. They asked me. I was like, you know what I'm here for. And then they handed me the stack of all the people that voted for him, and they were in the cemetery somewhere.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, do you want to join this stack or this stack?" I'm like, "I like that one. It's a
Yeah.
lot bigger."
Yeah. I voted for him. My great grandfather voted for him. My great grandfather voted for him. My great grandfather's slave owner's mother voted for him.
So speaking
Yeah.
about great grandfather, my great grandfather. So I'm from Albania,
Okay.
and my dad's.
Your family never owned slaves, Dimitri.
Yeah, I know.
Albanians
We
are the-
were the slaves. We were the slaves to the
Dirty
Turkish.
Albanians.
For real, taking to ruin my people.
Slaves, man.
No, so my great grandfather, when Albania was communist, he came to America,
Mhm.
and he started a
Communist.
huh?
When it was communist.
Yeah, now it's a democracy. Yeah, the government just takes all the money. It's a lot better now. I will say that it's a lot better.
That sounds better. That sounds good.
But yeah, so he came to America. He was in Indiana. He's actually buried there. He started a I think it was like a what kind of I think it was like a steel business or something like that. And he had a business partner. He was sending money over to my grandfather never met him because my great grandmother was pregnant with him, and then he left to America and he was sending them money, and then all of a sudden like he just died, and there was like word that came into Albania like a month later or something like that, like, oh, by the way, your husband's dead, from his partner. So there was like that was kind of suspicious, so the history of the family, everybody says they think that his partner poisoned him so he could get 100% of the business because it was doing so well. But you live in Indiana, that's where he's buried. That's the whole thing. And you said great grandfather, so he might have voted for Biden too.
Probably
You know what I
did.
mean?
Oh, yeah, all the dead people voted.
Oh, they had to.
That was for Democrat.
True patriots.
True patriots.
True patriots. True patriots vote from beyond the grave.
So
Right?
I have here I have just a sample.
Why people don't believe me when I tell them that the KKK was bred from Democrats?
They don't believe. They don't understand.
That's
Oh,
cool.
Hey.
shit.
There you go.
Yeah, not
Is that
too bad.
from
Printful.
Oh, that's from Printful, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
purple,
man.
yeah.
I was
Make
looking
my,
for the fitteds.
That make my penis tingle.
I really want a fitted or a hat. I don't care if it's a snapback or
Hey, this snapback. I have snapback right here.
yeah.
Yeah, they have hats somewhere in there.
Best sellers with an Asian guy.
Because
Snapback.
wool hats.
Trucker has the snapbacks. They have beanies. All different kind of
Heck
colors.
yeah, man. Yeah, we got to play around with this.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, super
man.
easy, super simple. Yeah. Do you make sure that it's a high resolution file? Because if you stretch it out too far, it will get all weird.
Yeah, it's a vector.
Yep.
That looks sexy.
High resolution vector file. Yep.
Yep.
I made that mistake for my first time, and it was so bad.
Oh, did it come back all pixelated and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, it was disgusting.
So these are like, is the design threaded in, or is it like embroidered onto the hat?
Yeah.
Is that what
So
this is?
mine's threaded in, but like no, there are options for you over there. There's flat embroidery or a 3D puff.
Oh,
You can
that's
pick.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
You can choose those, which those two.
I'll pay the $1.50 extra.
I'm gonna cut you off, but what do you think about the 40 cal round?
I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about it. I think it's just fine.
Carry it.
Damn, Rob.
I don't care now. I don't care. I don't care at all now.
He asks everybody this because that's his favorite. That's what tickles his balls.
40 gal.
So he needs affirmation from other people.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna carry it. All the people I talked to said they didn't like it, so I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
You got to do what Kawan does. Sergeant
Get a
Adams
9.
uses-
I'm getting a Beretta.
Right?
Absolutely. I either care 45 or 45 or 9 mil. I don't do 40.
I really like 45, but the 40 cal gives you a good amount of power, more power than a 45, and more rounds. So I really like the 45 though.
Yeah, I just feel like 40 is great. I just feel like either like hot or cold, I would go 45 or 40. Or 40. 45 or 9. I don't have to go in the middle anywhere.
Did you Rob, you ever shoot those extreme defenders yet?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't been to the range. I've been trying to go with Demeter, but I be getting off work late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have 2 kids. This
Yeah.
guy's single. You know what I mean?
Like work messes up a lot of stuff for me.
Oh, he's married to his job.
What'd you
worked
say,
too damn
George?
hard.
Said you're married to your job.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like making money, man. I like doing what I want to do.
What caliber was that round? It was like
Which one?
the tips that look like they look like a Phillips head screwdriver.
Oh, they were 40 caliber. They extreme defenders.
I think I have some on my website actually. Check real quick.
Yeah.
I won't say I do.
Hold up, we could buy ammo from your website?
Yeah, you can.
All right, let's check it out.
Go there.
I only have a couple things like my supplier isn't that stocked up on it, but yeah, I have a couple rubber rounds here and there.
Okay.
Right there.
Winchester Ranger teeth.
You have a couple.
Yeah, underboard extreme penetrated 9mm.
Yeah, they have a couple in stock. So.
Ooh, nice.
So how do you do this? You talk to a vendor for ammo, and then they say you could sell it, and then the order goes to them, and then you get a cut of it.
Yeah. So what happens is, I found a supplier who was willing to work with me. I sent them over all the paperwork showing that I am a licensed business, and all the tax information showing that they can sell me ammo without any taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, whenever someone makes an order, I just buy how much ammo I need from them, and then I send it over to them, to the person directly. And then,
Penetrated, Josh. They go deep.
Hold on a second, Rob. So do you have to physically go to the supplier, or you just put in an order with them and then they ship it?
So this supplier that I use, they will ship it for me. Not all of them do, but this one will.
Okay, that's cool.
Hey, Ennis is
Yeah,
in
like-
the chat, by the way. Just saying.
What's up, Ennis?
What's up, so?
He's the guy who served with my brother in South Korea and stuff. He's a veteran and all that. Pretty cool guy. Sorry, go ahead.
No. This is just I'm trying to learn things that he's doing. So when just like with the Printful stuff, you know what I mean? Like I never knew. I thought we had to like make our own T-shirts and then like put it and have our own stock. You know what I mean? And then we would ship it out. But there's like websites like Printful that like they just send it out for you. They print it. They do everything. Is the cut that they get a lot?
So for Printful is pretty expensive. There's not a lot of overhead there. So like I don't make too much money off the clothing. But on the with my supplier with my firearm products, I usually make most money off of those products, depending on the market value of what they are. Even with ammo, they sell them in bulk too. So like I can sell ammo in bulk or whatever I want to do. So it's not it's not bad at all. And it's the same thing as as Walmart does. Like when you buy from buy from any supplier, they just have their supplier costs, and you buy it cheaper.
Okay.
Their wholesale costs. It's the
well,
thing if you ran like a store that sold vacuums, you would go to Dyson, and Dyson would sell you the vacuum at a much lower price, tax free, and then you would sell them that way.
Is it anything like that movie War Dogs?
It's very, very similar, yeah. Kind of like you, very similar. So you just have a supplier who has the ammo, whatever you need, and then you line a buyer up, and then you just facilitate that transfer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legally speaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just don't go buying ammo you think is Russian, but it's Chinese or something like that.
Don't sell Chinese ammo to the U.S. government.
And then take it to Albania to get it boxed.
Yes.
Exactly. The government still has contracts out that some companies can get. It just depends. They aren't as big, or usually as big as they were, at least in that movie. Yeah, they've gotten a lot more cautious about it.
So do you have anything that captures emails, like when somebody buys something off of your website? Do you have anything that keeps track of all your emails so you can send out like a newsletter or new products or sales or anything like that?
Yep. Anybody who's bought from me before or signed up with me, I can send everybody a mass email going over any new products or any new options. It's in the thing I use Squarespace. They have a newsletter option. You just send a newsletter out.
Squarespace, Josh. Josh is starting.
That's where mine is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
okay.
my website's through Squarespace.
So they'll capture the emails when people buy products from you or sign up.
Yeah, when you whenever you go to buy a product, you have to put in your email in.
Mm-hmm.
So that I can be able to email you your tracking number and all that kind of stuff as far as the product goes. And so from there that's saved for each customer.
Mm-hmm.
As far as who bought what and where, and what state they're in. And certain states they have different laws about certain different things. So that's all stored for the reasons. And so I can go back and say, oh, this person. I can send them all emails. Say, hey, I know you bought this in the past. We now come out with this, or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the particular laws in their state. That's what I liked a lot about Squarespace. I was selling I started the LLC. It's not officially. I'm not fully operating right now, but when I was in full operation back in Maryland, I sold a product. It's called Kratom, and pretty much it was very taboo at the time. There was less research on it done by the FDA and stuff like that, but different states had already passed their own legislation based on this product. And what I liked about Squarespace was it was almost like an Excel spreadsheet, the way it separated all of the orders and everything. Very, very high quality, very top tier. I tried another one. I forgot what it was, but it didn't come close to Squarespace. So
yeah, I've used Wix and I've used Squarespace and so far, and Squarespace to me is the best. There's some limitations on it. I think there's come a point where you're doing it where you need to actually go and start coding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's okay, so you need to take time to actually research and even those boxes right there, when you do the drop down menu. Even that took me a couple of hours to code that in by hand.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's super easy to use, and there's a ton of videos on how to code or certain things. There's a ton of videos to show you how to do certain steps if you need help with it.
Yeah, and just the easy thing for this.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor, yes, please.
Yeah, this is not a promo, but if you want to be Squarespace, absolutely reach out.
Right. Start tossing us some money, and we'll talk about you all day.
All day long.
Yeah, we use Squarespace.
Right. But yeah, so it's I believe the other one was Wix, but the easy thing about doing selling products and stuff is there's so many templates that you can choose from and just make your own.
Exactly, and they even Squarespace even connects directly to Printful and to other services.
Okay.
You can even connect the API of Squarespace to Facebook, to Instagram, to other little platforms. All my stuff that goes on my website goes straight over to Facebook. It used to until Facebook banned me from selling stuff on there, but still, it did. It used to.
Oh, okay.
Facebook, Instagram does not like guns.
No, not at all. When I started, I was on eBay, and that was just to build a small following. And then once I switched to my website, all the customers from eBay just came over to Squarespace. it was incredible.
So easy.
Yeah, and that's probably the most user friendly and like the best platform that I've used so far, and I think that's probably what we'll be going with when we start our like product line and stuff.
Exactly.
So,
And they even help out with taxes too, which is really great.
Yeah, exactly. Sales tax in different states, it differs. You know what I mean? So, super helpful.
So they've made it extremely easy
Extremely
to
easy.
do this. Way
Yeah.
too easy. All right. Because I'm not the biggest tech person, so yeah, I asked Josh. I'm like, hey Josh, I need to do this, and we get on here.
I didn't know
share
about
my
Printful.
screen. Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
and I
Kwan
think
told me.
I think Shopify is also really big right now for people starting stores, but I've never used it before, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that we
Yeah,
know,
never-
we can just link Printful, right? You said just
Yeah.
it links straight to Squarespace.
Yeah, so
Basically,
you
it
put an
just-
order. Yeah, as soon as you put an order on the website, it goes straight to Printful immediately.
Okay. And what's the what percentage do they take out of the order?
So it's not a percentage; it's just the flat cost of each product.
Oh, okay.
And then I think for my product, I try to hit about 200% of the original cost is what
Okay.
I sell it for usually. So
Gotcha.
if I buy a cup for like $5, I try to sell it for 10, 15
Mm.
Okay.
ish. And like if I buy a hoodie for like $20, then I try to sell it for 40, 50, 60.
Okay.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing what's reasonable.
Yeah, and is that what is the profit?
It depends on products. Some products I feel I feel like aren't worth double the price I paid. So it kind of depends on how I feel about it. So like some products I make like $3, $5, like $5 off of. Some products I make like $50 off of, or like $100 off it, depending on what it is.
Oh,
It
okay.
really depends on what
Okay.
I feel it's worth.
It's one of those
So you
flamethrowers, man.
set your own prices too.
Yeah, I try to be market based usually, and kind of see what other products are going for that price. I don't try to be too cheap because people don't like too cheap products. They feel like it's not worth it. Ironically
This
enough,
is cheap hoodie.
yeah. So like I could go cheaper on a lot of things and still be fine, but I don't because people don't like buying cheap things. Ironically enough, so yeah, I shoot for 200% the cost. So I go whatever they buy, I buy for for whatever price I double it usually
Okay.
around there.
Okay.
And usually and for me, I've noticed with my customers, that's fine. People think that's a good price.
Yeah. Unless you go on Amazon and you get some cheap Chinese crap
That's true.
Yeah, all day.
with a weird brand name like Cure Whiskey or something, or Ziz. We bought like some. My wife bought like what the hell was it? Some like kid thing for our son, and like the brand was like ZYK SEC. I was like, what the? I'm like, what is this?
Is that
Yeah.
shit I hope you put together?
No. I got that. We got that from Costco.
Yeah.
No,
I bought this,
that
like,
was
mini
the
fridge.
playground. Uh-huh.
I bought the mini fridge on Amazon, and it was like this Chinese company. It was like you said, like Zhongxing, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it never came. It just never came. It said, "Oh, it's gonna be delivered tomorrow," and it just never came. And I'm like, I spent like $100. I want my money back, please.
Well, Amazon's pretty good when it comes to getting your money back.
Yeah.
If you call
signed
them.
up to be that's true. I actually signed up to be a Amazon seller because I wanted to get myself on Amazon, and that was a pain and a half. That was a pain in my neck to do.
No.
They make it so hard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And then to get your products on like the first page, because I took like an affiliate marketing course, and they said that you have to pay to get your product on the first page. So every time, all right, so everybody, anytime you go on Amazon and you see bestseller, they bought that shit. Okay,
Yeah.
they bought it. They bought that stamp, and it's not really, and it makes it the Amazon bestseller.
Mm-hmm.
Or Amazon recommended. You know what I mean?
How much do they have
Person
to
paid
pay?
for that. I don't know.
Yeah, even on
And
SoundCloud, I've noticed with the views, you can buy viewers, you can buy likes, you can buy reposts, like
That's
all of
ridiculous.
those stats you can pay for, so it will appear in people's feed more. Yeah.
Yeah, and like same thing with like TikTok. We even do TikTok. As soon as your video views go down, they go, "Hey, do you want a coupon to
Yeah.
buy the little?"
We're doing this on purpose.
Right. We're throttling down your views. You know what I mean? I just saw a post. This guy, really popular YouTuber, makes a bunch of YouTube shorts and stuff, and just posted a video saying, "I'm leaving YouTube now because I made a video, which when I started was getting, a million views." And he basically posted the same video again, and then it had gotten like 50,000 views. He posted it to a second channel, and it was back up at like a million views. You know what I mean? Same
Yeah.
exact video, and he's just like, "This is why I'm leaving YouTube, because this stuff, they do it on purpose." You know?
Well, we got to get a Rumble going, because on Rumble we don't have to like censor what we're saying.
Yeah, and
They're-
that's the
they're
whole
a lot
thing.
more friendly.
That's the whole thing with the YouTube, not just the algorithm, but the guidelines based off what you can and cannot say. Could be one thing today, it could be something completely different tomorrow. And a couple of our videos could get taken down off of YouTube tomorrow because of, the whims of some, intern who complains.
I remember on Facebook, I used to use Facebook as well a lot. A photo I posted a year ago got taken down, and Facebook used the same photo 5 times to ban me permanently. Going back a year, that photo was up for an entire year, and then I don't know where they said, "Nope, a year ago that thing you made, you're done, you're out of here."
Yeah, and that's just the whole thing. And I told the guys before, being on YouTube is like being in the belly of the beast kind of thing. You know what I mean? And if you want to reach people who have like different ideologies, you got to be in some place, down in the mud. You know what I mean? Like, to do this kind of thing. And that video from last week was or from 2 weeks ago was literally the only one that was taken down. And I mean, we've talked about a bunch of different things, and we could have offended a bunch of different people, but I mean, specifically tonight, you know what I mean? So you know how the conversations can kind of go. So it's like, I mean,
In the right direction.
who knows? Yeah, who knows how long those videos will last?
No, but so I don't know if you guys heard of Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah.
So it's 2 dudes, and they have like a male perspective, and they always talk to like they always have like a bunch of women in there. They're usually like the OnlyFan hoes.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So what they're doing now, when they record, they go live on YouTube, and then at the same time, they're on Rumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point in their podcast, they say, "All right, we're leaving YouTube because now we're going to start talking about a bunch of stuff that will get us kicked off of YouTube." And they're trying to get people to go to their Rumble.
Ah, that's
You,
smart.
you see
Yeah.
what I mean? So, and I guess let's make a freaking Rumble.
Yeah, that's like that. Like when they do the premium subscription, if you want to keep watching the podcast, or like the Mug Club, Steven
Yeah.
Crowder.
Yeah, my club.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
but
do
the
2A
mo-
Brothers After Dark.
Yeah, 2A
It's
Brothers
always
After Dark.
Yeah, and I'm looking into doing the same thing as well, because like I'm big on TikTok, but I need to get some audiences other places because TikTok is so toxic.
It's horrible, man. It's horrible. I got my first one got banned is because I bought a bunch of gun parts, and I went live, and you couldn't see them. They were down here, and I was like talking about them, and I held up a slide, and like within 5 seconds, I got taken down, permanently banned. I had like 15,000 followers, and then now, like, I get like 200 views on a video if I'm lucky. It's horrible, man.
Yeah, for the longest time, it was the same place. I got banned. I think it was like 40K, and then for like no reason they say anything, and they just kind of let me ban for like a couple months, and then I got it back, and then they banned me from the Creator Fund for an entire year without appeal. Entire year, I couldn't make any money off my videos. It was crazy. I couldn't email them anything. They wouldn't let me talk to them. And then for a long time, I think for the longest time they had me like marked as a whenever you go to someone's page and it says this person's a bad person, whatever, it's like this person's kind of terrible, whatever. And I was on a account warning for like a year or two. So yeah, they just nonstop.
Yeah.
Right now they don't care about me right now, but it's nonstop otherwise.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you go on it.
You see, 2A Brothers. Oh, now it's 2A Brothers 1.0. Now it's 2A Brothers 2.0. Now it's 2A Brothers 2.5. You know.
What's the official name on YouTube again?
2A Brotherhood Podcast.
I think the only reason why I am still on TikTok and not permanently banned and not on my like 5th account is because I'm black. Honestly, I can't. I feel like they think, oh, we need to ban this guy, but guys, he's black. You can't really listen.
Yeah.
Some of the videos, I guess I'm not black enough, huh?
And one time they like put on a video down, whatever, and I said, I'm like, hey, TikTok, you took down my video. How dare you guys censor a black voice? Next day it was back up.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have that privilege.
Yeah.
2A Brotherhood and say,
Black privilege.
I'm black or Spanish.
Rob. That's why you got to take over the TikTok account.
Yeah, man.
Black and probably Spanish.
Yeah, man. You got to do it.
It's kind of funny. They think you're Spanish. But yeah, no.
People think Rob's Spanish.
Yeah, all day.
Right?
All the time. Yes,
Dude,
sir. Thank you so much for coming on here, man.
Thank you.
Let's do it again whenever you're free and you want to get on here. Just send me a message, and we'll get you back on here, man. Had a great time.
I appreciate it. Guys. Thank you all for having me.
Man. It was fun.
Thank you.
God bless you guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for taking
God bless you. Have a
God
good
bless you
one.
too.
Have a good one. Bye.
Okay, later.
Right.
All right, that was great,
That was
guys.
pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
that was
Yeah.
awesome. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Let's say a quick
Thank you,
goodbye.
guys.
Thank you all for
We
watching.
love you.
Thank you for
Love you guys.
supporting, even if it's like 3 people.
Yep. It's
Send
all,
it to 3 more people.
it's all good, homie. You want some candy?
All right, man.
All right, bro. I'll catch you later.
I'll have a good night.
You too, bro.
All right, bye.
Can't know you, bye.
Hey, listen, the main thing I want this podcast to be about, okay, is about us being friends, all right, and we fucking love guns.